Yeah. I'm having my blueberry muffin. I'm gonna let him exercise. He's doing a great job. Yeah. This is a good show right here. Nice and yes. Let's see this fancy bridge.
How many of these do we have to go through, I wonder? Being on Google Maps, arrowing down the road. Remember when we wanted to see if we thought this was safe?
Yes.
And I was thinking to myself, man, it's gonna be weird when we're. No, I remember thinking, man, we're gonna be there going down that road soon, and here we are. Oh man, there's lots of action here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right on. Lots of RVs, lots of semi trucks, lots of goodness.
Lots of goodness. That was easy.
Did you record that?
Yeah.
You might not have to actually make reservations. You might actually just screenshot that and then wave it.
Wave it.
We are at McCormick Place, downtown Chicago. Just got here, got set up. It seems perfectly safe, perfectly reasonable. There's other buses behind me, and there's trucks and semi-trucks and RVs. So we're kind of excited that this is going to be an option for us downtown. I'm just going to get these bikes off so that we can take a little ride into the city and have some fun.
We are, ooh, look at that pretty boat taking off.
All right.
Okay, sorry. I get distracted. Squirrel. Okay, so yeah, we are taking this bike path about 5 miles into the city, and we're gonna just see how the day unfolds. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be like safe enough for you to leave your bikes in Chicago. I don't know about that. We wanna make sure we keep everything safe. So we'll find somewhere cool to eat. We'll look at the water. Today we're gonna just kind of like let the city tell us what to do. So we're gonna take it easy. We're gonna take it easy.
Let the city tell us what to do. Let me tell Carson what to do. Stop doing.
Well, I am super hungry, but I just want to eat like, I don't know, more.
Why can't we ride down the Riverwalk?
I don't think it's a riding situation, especially the way we're going. It's like a non-organized, chaotic.
Well, how about we walk our bikes on the Riverwalk?
Oh, that'd be nice.
We'll walk our bikes on the Riverwalk.
Are you winking?
No.
Can we please just go get some food? Yes.
No, I am not. Here is what we're gonna do, boys. We're gonna grab our bike like this under our hand, and we're gonna lift it up like this. Okay? Just like that. Okay? It's gonna be nice and even. And then we're gonna walk up the stairs. Went to Giano's, and the security said we couldn't leave our bikes where they were. So we ended up asking security where we should eat, and they said Pisano's over on Madison and Lake, so that's where we're headed now. I heard it wasn't that expensive. It looks expensive.
Oh.
Nice.
45.
Enjoy. Be careful, it's too hot.
Oh, baby, a triple. Oh. What is?
Could be the best thin sliced pizza I've ever had.
Get ready.
Decided to stay at the super sketchy place in McCormick Place, where all the semi-trucks and tour buses stay in the city. And so we were a little concerned about the safety of it. So what we decided to do is overstay our welcome in the city so that we can drive into it at nighttime. Burrsville. It is freezing out here. And we still have a ways to go to get back to the truck. A ways. Like like everything we did earlier alongside the lake. Okay, new driver. We're in Maryville, Indiana. And Mom's driving.
Oh my gosh.
She's awesome. Dad's the one that's going like, turn here. No, go forward. No, turn there. No, turn there. No, turn there. No, stop.
Well, what happened
turn
was
there.
we were headed out to go to Grandma's gravesite. They
Tricia,
could
would
call.
you please get your head in?
I gotta just get some fresh air.
God, please help me. God, I don't know if I'm gonna make it out of here alive.
We're trying to find an Enterprise so that I can sit over there. So as we walk through these grave sites, and you look at all of these people and all of their names and the year they were born and the year they died, and then you see some people where the husband has died and the wife's name's there, but there's no death, no. And so it brings up curiosity, like what do all these people do? What did they learn? What did they? Hey, I'm trying to talk here. So as we walk through these grave sites and we see all these names, it brings up curiosity as to what these people did. So what Tricia and I decided to do is on our gravestone we would have a little URL, assuming that the internet will live forever, and that it'll say www.something.com, so that people could look up like how we lived and what we did. So
Sorry.
you guys fighting right there?
Yeah, they're fighting you.
Anyway, so that's our progressive funeral idea.
Well, you can't share
They're
our
checking grams
progressive
at each
funeral
other.
idea
Why not?
because someone will take it.
No, they should. Everyone should put a URL on their gravesite. That way you can say, I'm gonna look that person up. I'm gonna see what they did. I'm gonna see what they learned.
I said I was walking by. I'm like, I wish I knew about these people,
Yeah.
because then I could like learn something from everybody.
Yeah.
Found your computer, Nani.
Yeah, at least everybody should put the greatest lesson they learned in life. Which I had been a better driver.
Wish I had been a better driver.
Don't give your mom a hard time.
Is that?
I'm sure that would be it. See if Pixie going to Alaska.
We just got off the train, and now we're headed to the museum
Where we
to
are?
go look at some dead dinosaurs.
He's a little amazed. He thinks it's smaller than it is. And
Oh,
I
yeah?
told him it's actually the size of the school bus. It's named after the lady that found it.
Oh, okay.
Her name is Sue Hendrickson.
Okay.
And after a lot of messing around with things, the people who found it named it after her.
Where did they find it?
Out in South Dakota.
South Dakota. We're
Yeah.
just there. All right, what do you think of the Field Museum in Chicago?
I really like Sue.
Sue is good.
T-Rex.
So here's the deal. To get
Wait,
into
what I
the
think-
Field Museum, it's $20 per person.
We had 3 adults, 1 student, 2 kids. It was $115.
Okay, so it was $115 for us to go basically see Sue, because it's really cool to go see how they've constructed that T-Rex. Everything else you can see at Cabela's. It was a little bit like you're on a school field trip.
Hey, but you know what? If it was a rainy day or if it was really hot,
And
Tricia's
saying if it was rainy or really hot, this would be a good place to go. That should tell you something. You can up the price of the ticket.
It was really great. You get to see plants of the world, animals of the world.
You could up the ticket and go into like a 3-day movie or some of these other exhibits, and maybe we should have done that, but the fact is I'm not a huge museum person, like walk around and look at stuff. I'd rather do something than look at something. So I think that's what, I'm a bad person to get a review of any type of museum. Sistine Chapel was kind of cool, but you know, even that toward the end, it's like, all right, let's go do something. We're doers.
Just do it!
All right, what are we gonna go do now? Tricia loaded like 17 bottles of water in this backpack.
3.
And it is
3
so
bottles of water.
heavy.
3 bottles of water. That's it.
I mean, I feel like we're backpacking. I feel like we're backpacking through Chicago, and we're looking for our hostel. That's what it feels like.
We're gonna go on a night ride, so we need some sweatshirts. I have 1 Cliff Bar, 3 bottles of water.
A Bible. A Bible.
There's no Bible in there. Although
World
I should
book.
put that in there.
She threw a couple world books in there.
I should put that Bible in there.
It doesn't say.
So you could do some light reading.
It doesn't say I can't complain in the Bible.
I think it does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Hey, check out that water fountain.
We're walking through Grant Park,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna go see Millennium Park.
Yeah.
With the bean.
Yeah.
Love the bean. And then we just saw, what was that fountain, Tori?
Francesco's fountain or
That was Grant Park, Francesca's. I don't know, but we're following our little walking tour of Chicago, and then we're gonna have hot dogs.
Tricia's lightening my load.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I feel that makes a world of difference. What did you pull out of there?
Took out the heavy stuff.
What did you pull out? Whatever you pulled out made a massive difference.
The Wrigley Building, yes, like the gum company. Built in the 1920s, that is where Wrigley had their headquarters initially, but Wrigley wasn't always a gum company. Originally, they sold soap, and they sent baking soda samples as like a thank you for buying the soap, but the baking soda was more popular than the soap, so they got rid of it, sold baking soda, and sent sticks of gum as a thank you for buying the baking soda. I think that worked out pretty well for everybody, because Big Red and Juicy Fruit are pretty delicious, right? That was built in the late 1920s by a couple of architects who did not like Prohibition. The Burnham brothers, sons of Daniel Burnham. So they basically built a giant champagne bottle in the middle of the city. Green on the outside, skinnier at the neck, has gold foil on top.
Hey, look who it is. Look who I found. What'd you think of that ride?